How's it going, YouTube? I'm here today to show you my 6-inch Dark Knight figure that came from the movie sequel, not the third package. Right after this video, I'm also going to show you my custom Man of Steel figure with a fabric cape. And I just want to know what you guys think of this. It's a basic, simple custom. Two things I did to it was, one, the cape. Second, swapped out the head. The head actually came with the Dark Knight figure head sculpture, black eyes and white little dot, and the head was a little bit smaller. This one, it has brown eyes, more realistic, and has a white dot for the reflection, and the head's a little bit bigger, so it looks like he's actually wearing a mask. The fabric on this cape is actually totally different than they use in regular action figures. I actually cut out the shape of his cape, did a lot of trimming, make sure it's nice and neat, and use hot glue to glue it on his shoulders and on his back. And behind it, you can actually see the V shape, just like in the movies. I love this fabric because it actually has a little bit more weight to it, and it drops down. And this figure, if you have kids out there and they like to play with Batmans, man, this figure is actually good to play with, you know, because the cape is nice and stuck on there. So yeah, he's actually really posable and actually, you know, playable. It's not like one of those figures you have to keep on the shelf. But me, you know, I'm a figure collector. I'm not a major figure collector, but I do like to collect my certain favorite heroes, comic books, or movies and television shows. Here he is with the original rubber cape. This head sculpture had been changed too, because this came from the Dark Knight sequel package, and the head sculpture was a little bit smaller, but the head actually came from the trilogy that you see right here in this package. Go ahead and let me know what you think, and right after this video I'm going to show you the custom of the Man of Steel, and hopefully you guys let me know what you think about that. Now here is the Man of Steel Movie Master 6-inch figure with a fabric cape. If you notice, it came from this package you see in front of you, and it came with a rubber cape. What I did was remove the rubber cape, scraped out any excess rubber that was in his shoulders and in his back. I took hot glue and I filled in those gaps, and when it dried I basically smoothed it out. I cut out the fabric. The fabric came from a workout shirt. It kind of stretches, and what I did, if you can see on where his shoulders are, I kind of folded it and used hemming glue tape and, you know, iron it with the creases, and then I cut the excess parts off so it looks like it's actually evened out where his S is. And here is the cape. You can totally stretch it out. If you notice it's folded right here, is because that's where it folds up to his shoulder length. I'll turn it around to show you. It's been hot glued onto his shoulders and onto the middle of his back right here. So that little missing gap has actually been filled in with the hot glue. So that's where the cape is glued to also. If you move it around, the cape is really movable, really light, and little kids actually can play with it. It takes a while for hot glue to actually get the cape in. This is like my 15th attempt because I kept using super glue. Batman I used you know, also the hot glue. I tried with super glue and it failed, so I redid it with hot glue and it worked perfectly. But sometimes the hot glue doesn't really attach to the fabric, so you have to try to put the hot glue on the figure and then put the fabric cape right on the figure ASAP, and let that cape, the fabric, absorb that glue, and when it dries it gets stuck to it. So it finally worked out, and I'm really glad and happy about this figure. This is for posing only. If you notice that the cape is really long too, down to his heels. And I'm going to go ahead and put the original figure with the rubber cape for comparison. Thank you for watching, and go ahead and leave me your comments below and let me know what you think about the custom capes for the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel figures. Thanks, YouTube.